Hello, welcome back to Binti Malu channel. I am Binti Malu. I make videos about Africa and Africans, and if this is your first time to see a video from me, well, thank you for watching this. I hope you would like it, and if it's your cup of tea, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel. Thank you guys so much. You give me the motivation and you keep me going, so I truly appreciate it. And yeah, before I get carried away, today's video is going to be dealing with pain, and these are 6 ways to deal with pain, or 6 tips on how to deal with pain. I also wrote a blog post about it at bintimalu.com, and when I wrote this, I had a few friends who were going through a really hard time, and I figured something like this might have been helpful, and one of them was very grateful for it and thought that it helped him, so it accomplished the point. But these are tips that I apply in my life as well, and maybe able to apply it in your life as well. So I am going to be reading it from my phone because my notes are literally the blog post, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, so the first thing is to cry a river, build a bridge, and get over it. So there's this misconception that crying is a sign of weakness, and it is not a good thing to put out there. You have to show that you're strong, that you can handle it like a man, whatever that means. And you're not supposed to cry over things that hurt you. And what happens when when you decide not to cry is that it bottled up inside you, and you have to find another way to release the pain that you're feeling. And sometimes the other ways might be more dangerous than just simply sitting down and crying like you've never cried before. And crying is also good for your body. It helps you release the toxins in your body, so why not release the pain and also release the toxins that are within you by just simply crying. I cry when like the smallest thing can make me cry, the smallest irritation can make me cry, and when I cry I just feel not instantly better, but I feel slightly better, and it helps me a bit more. There was an occurrence in my life, there's a period in my life whereby I feel like I cried every night because of just something one person did, and that crying was just my way of screaming and be like, wow. And it really helped me. Well, that, and also my supportive friends, and especially my sister. So just cry about it and let it out. Don't build it up in. Cry, build a bridge, cry a river, build a bridge, and get over it. Obviously, and the different ways to get over it doesn't necessarily mean you will instantly forget about it, but with time you just come to accept that is something that has happened in your life, and it's something that you have to deal with. Okay, the second one is write hard and clear about what hurts. And if you're not a writer, find an outlet that you can use to let out what is hurting inside. I am a writer. Well, I'm not a writer like that, but I like writing. And whenever someone hurts me, the best way I can express my feelings is by words. So I'd either text this person or just write on my journal about it and just pour my heart out. And just that process of letting it out, accepting that this is something that has happened to my life and has happened to me, and I can't change anything that has happened. I can't change that it has happened to me. I can only accept it and find a way to get past it. So writing about it is the greatest outlet. Writing is the greatest outlet for me in most aspects in my life. And if you know me, you will know if we're having an argument, I'm gonna probably write you a very long message. And if you hurt me, I'm also probably gonna write you a really long message. So that. And if you feel like YouTube is your platform for making videos or taking it to social media, social media is sticky. So if you like making a video about it is gonna be a platform of letting it out, then that's what you should do. So just write about what hurts. If you're not gonna write about it, find a way to accept it and just do something that will help you to release that anger from within, or release that pain from within. Okay, so the third one is let no one pull you low enough to hate them. Fellas and ladies, hate is a very toxic feeling, and it doesn't deprive anything from the person you're hating. It deprives so much happiness from you. Taking that energy to hate a person, trust me, the only person you're hurting is yourself and not the other person. So whatever anybody does to you, don't let them pull you low enough to the point whereby you hate them so much and it impacts you negatively. I mean, hate, it's easy to hate someone who has hurt you, who has caused you pain, or hate something that has caused you pain. But just remember that that hate is you're hating the other person. Just because you hate someone doesn't mean they're gonna get sick, or their life is gonna stop moving, or they're just gonna become poor, or like something terrible is going to happen to them. No, it's just you're hating them, and that's where it ends. So why waste your energy hating someone who is probably using their time to make good in life and just prosper? Instead, accept that this person has caused you pain, and whether it was intentional or intentional, that is out of your control, just accept that they've caused you pain. And you can dislike them, don't hate them. Because I have a few people I dislike, but I don't really hate anyone. I don't think I have anyone who has pushed me to the point where I feel like I hate them or I will wish something evil to happen to them. Nope. There have been people who have caused me harm, but none that I hate. A few that I dislike a lot, but nobody that I hate. Alright, so the fourth tip is grow through what you go through. Grow through what you go through. That's the tongue twister there. Grow through what you go through. Okay, so pain, you can either take it as the ultimate end of life or something that's just there to cause you harm, or you can take it as an experience that's there to help you learn something, either about yourself or about the other person. So your interpretation of the pain that you're going through, or just something about life, is going to help you either learn from that moment or from the pain, or just end up being spiteful and bitter about it. Obviously you can be bitter, you're allowed to be bitter, but use that pain to learn something and just see what you can learn from it, what good can come from you going through that pain. And obviously it's never easy to see the good in the bad, but just try, sit down and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I make my life better through this experience that I'm going through? And you'll be surprised what you come up with. The fifth one is God never allows pain without purpose. And this is really hard to believe when you're going through a hurtful time or when you're experiencing pain. Like, why would God want something as painful or as bad as that to happen to you? And I don't know what I can tell you, but at times you just have to live in the moment and have faith that God will get you through this, and that there is reason for the pain you're undergoing. And again, it's never easy to find the reason for it, but have faith that there is. Like, again, for instance, there was a period where I was in a lot of pain. I don't think there's any pain that has compared to that period in my life. And at that moment, I was so bitter. And what happened is I would stay in bed and just cry about it. And I would just slowly in my heart say to God, God, I don't know why you're taking me through this pain, because this is really painful. And I didn't feel like I deserved it. Obviously I deserve it because I'm a sinner, but I was like, I don't feel like I deserve it, and I don't know what your reason is for this pain. I'm not seeing the good that can come out of this pain, so in the future I will, but for now please understand that I'm going through this and I can see the good in it, but I have faith that in the future I will. And that got me through that moment. It got me through that moment, and now looking back, I see so much good from what had happened, like the pain that I was going through. And yeah, I reflect about it a lot of times, and I'm like, that prayer is probably the most earnest prayer I've ever had with God. I had like a bittersweet relationship with him. The moments of like, ugh, why would you do this to me? And then the moments like, God, I know you'll get me through this. Just understand that I'm in pain and I'm bitter about this. And he understood me. I know he understood me. Okay, so the last one is begin again. So don't let the pain pull you down. Don't let the pain influence your whole life. Like, this is just an aspect of your life, and although the term life goes on seems very iffy, but it's also true. Like, the pain you experience, you won't be experiencing pain for the rest of your life. Yes, there are times you remember that whatever has happened and that caused you pain, and it will still cause you pain, but your whole life is not going to be filled with pain. You're going to have some great moments and you're going to have some painful moments. So just keep that in mind and just start again. Start picking up the pieces one by one and just keep on moving in life, and you'll find your way back. And so those are the tips or the pointers I have about dealing with pain. Again, I've written a blog post about it where I go in depth about these tips, so if you would like, you can check it out. I will have the link below in the description. I will have the link below in the description section. And yeah, that's it. So remember to keep spreading the African love, whatever kind of love you have to offer, because there's no room for hate. And if you're in pain, it's going to be okay. Many people say this, but it will be okay. It might not be okay right now, and you might be bitter, and that's totally fine. You have every right to be. But one day it shall be okay, and you look back and remember all the pain you've gone through, and you're able to see what good has come out from it. So, well, that's it. Kwaherini.